South Africa was profoundly and permanently affected by Jacob Zuma's presidency, and not in a good manner. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. His administration, which lasted from 2009 to 2018, was characterized by political unrest, economic downturn, and corruption. Numerous scandals and accusations of corruption dogged Zuma's presidency, severely undermining public confidence in institutions and the government. The fallout from his deeds is still felt today in South African culture. Economic stagnation and a lack of investor confidence were caused by Zuma's policies and administration. His government was characterized by careless spending, poorly run state-owned businesses, and ineffective initiatives meant to solve pressing problems like poverty and unemployment. His presidency had an effect on the economy in many areas, and under his direction, South Africa's growth prospects declined. Political division and factionalism within the governing African National Congress, ANC, characterized Zuma's term in office. Internal conflict was made worse by his contentious choices, which included the removal of capable ministers and his alleged allegiance to certain party groups. This domestic volatility made it more difficult for the nation to formulate policies and govern itself, which made it more difficult to deal with urgent issues. In addition, while his president, Zuma's private behavior and legal issues took center stage in the news. He was the target of several accusations of fraud, racketeering, and corruption, which led to protracted court cases and investigations. His reputation was ruined by these controversies, but they also hurt the ANC's and the presidency's reputations, once held in high regard as symbols of hope and liberty. To sum it, South Africa suffered a huge disaster under Jacob Zuma's administration. Missed chances, poor economic management, institutional deterioration, and increased political unpredictability characterize his legacy. South Africa is still burdened by the financial and reputational damages he caused, highlighting the significant influence his leadership had on the country's development. Once more, a recently established union connected to the MK party of former President Jacob Zuma has suffered a serious blow when its request to be recognized as a labor organization was denied by the Department of Employment and Labor's registrar. This ruling is a major setback to the union's attempts to get recognized as an official organization in South Africa's labor market. The union aspired to provide workers a forum under this political banner by aligning themselves with the Umkhonto weSizwe, MK, party's ideological and political tenets. However, the registrar of the Department of Employment and Labor discovered that the union's application was deficient in a number of crucial areas that were necessary for official registration. The application did not satisfy the strict requirements outlined in the Labor Relations Act, which controls the registration and oversight of labor groups in South Africa. According to the department, the union was found to have violated important constitutional provisions, insufficient financial records, and a failure to provide a sufficient number of members. The union organizers had intended to use their affiliation with the MK party to draw in a sizable membership base and influence labor relations in industries where the party has long-standing support and roots. However, the registrar's decision presents a serious obstacle to their plans. A union representative expressed displeasure at the decision but promised to take the department's concerns seriously. Despite being discouraged by the registrar's decision, we are still devoted to our cause. The representative said, "We will diligently work to rectify the deficiencies identified and resubmit our application." The judgment was made only on the basis of legal and procedural considerations, the Department of Employment and Labor stressed. It is incorrect to interpret the denial of this application as a political statement. According to a departmental spokesman, the registrar's job is to make sure that all labor groups follow the law in order to safeguard workers' interests and uphold the integrity of the labor movement. The MK party, which has drawn notice for its attempts to separate itself from the ANC as a political entity, has encountered a number of obstacles in its quest for official acceptance and backing. Another roadblock in the party's larger plan to increase its clout in South Africa's socio-political arena is the union's application being denied. The union's fight for recognition, according to labor experts, has brought attention to the difficulties and exacting requirements that come with founding a new labor union. This instance emphasizes how crucial it is to plan ahead and adhere to all legal and regulatory obligations. For new unions to succeed,